What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Power of I Am. I am Eric. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. Claim it. All right. Today, as promised, I'm going to go over client success stories from text memberships, phone calls, emails, etc., just so you can see how they've made the shifts and are now experiencing things in their lives that they once thought was impossible at some point, but nothing is impossible here. Okay. So I'm going to go through and add my 2 cents to it. There were some that were on audio clipped that I could not, uh, transfer over. So those will be for the next video. All right. Let's get to a good one really quick. Here we go. All right. I wanted to send you. This is from a 2 week text member. I wanted to send you a note because I had some amazing developments over the last couple of days. So the first one, SP, it's kind of been, as I've shared in the past, hot and cold, or that was the old story that I was telling myself. With all the work I've been doing based on your coaching, I've really gone into a place of responding and not reacting. Fucking key. Responding, not reacting. Because responding is coming from an identity that knows the end and can interact with the physical world as it unfolds to who they are being. Reacting is saying, I am not that person, because I'm allowing something outside of me to tell me who I am and what my reality is. Watch my delusion video. All right. Where was I? Okay. If he's been showing up a certain way, I've been remembering who I am and who he is, and that is perfect. Everything's always perfect. Last week, he went to a networking event and had invited me to go with him, but then changed his mind and said he didn't want me to go. At the last minute, he asked me to do it to go again. It was last Thursday, and I said, nope, I'm good, thank you. The version of him that I always expected was to not be forthcoming with his feelings. And today, he just was really emotional with me and told me, you have always been the love of my life, and I'm sorry that I have ever made you feel any other way, and I am so blessed to have you. And there was just an outpouring of emotion from him. Of course, I am happy, but that foundation work, the self-concept, the I'm all that is, has just shifted my perspective entirely, and it's just calm, peace, and stillness. I've been feeling calm, peace, and stillness. It was very natural, and it was though I was expecting him to say these things, to be more open, to be that version of him that I've been seeing in my mind. The other thing is that I am also increasing my wealth every day. I say the affirmations you gave me a few months ago around wealth. Today I got a call regarding a presentation I've done a few years ago about healthcare and the legal system at a university in my area, and the seminar was for the healthcare providers. Today, a lawyer from that firm called to ask if I'd be interested in doing some consultation work for them ongoing for forensic nursing. That was amazing because it's always been something I wanted to get into, but didn't really know how, and it just came out of the blue. And it's been about 6 years since I did the original work, and now we're meeting on Monday to discuss salary and other details. I'm so excited. It's so cool. I think, like you always say, you can get all of the stuff, but solidifying your foundation, it changes everything around you. It changes how you feel. You realize the stuff is a byproduct of how you are identifying as the person you're meant to be. Knowing who you are and what you're capable of is the biggest gift. I want to share that with you because I'm really excited. Thank you, Eric. As you know, I'm so grateful to you. Think you're a phenomenal coach slash mentor. The self foundation, I even had a Bible verse about it. It's building your foundation on rock, not sand. When you have the core self foundation, nothing can move you. You're at the peace and stillness, like she said, and she realized everything else outside of her is just, comes from her. So it's like she expected all those things to come. So when he confessed the love, when the SP comes running back because they do, it's like it was expected, That was awesome right there. Let's see here. I have a Okay, excellent. I got an interesting one here. All right. This is about. I did a video about revise everything. So my text members put it into use. Hi, Eric. Everything is going well. Revising immediately is fabulous. Thanks for the video about that and last night's video too. These are some ways I've used revision since watching your recent video. We'll call this person D. D's car suddenly had an oil leak. I revised that there was no oil leak or charge to look at the vehicle. Toyota paid Uber to take him home while his vehicle was being serviced. A minor repair was made to stop the oil leak, and the repair was free. Here's a big one. I revised that my mom, who experiences dementia, would remember how to call me via phone. My mom has called me 4 times. This is much easier than contacting the nurse at the nursing home and asking the nurse to place a call for my mom. I used revision to have a pleasant conversation with one of my mom's friends who had an unpleasant temperament in the past. I used revision to streamline a procedure for a board meeting. Thanks for creating your channel and sharing your wisdom. Enjoy your best day. Cheers, whiskey glass. All right. So yeah, guys, when you go about your day, like you have to understand. For those who are not in the members section, I did the collective video, the collective beliefs video yesterday there, and it's like what I'm trying to get across here, especially when I speak about the Bible and all the verses, is it's about your entire reality. It's not just about like SP or a certain thing or a car or money. It's your entire reality. So as you go about your day, like the oil change and wanting her mom to know to call, like you can do fucking everything. Like it's for everything. If the minute you experience something that you're like, fuck, like you don't feel good about, again, who told you? The Adam and Eve video, who fucking told you? You feel like that anger, that stress, that pissed offness because you're not in your true nature of having the ability to decide, no, it's actually going to be this way. No, I can revise this fucking thing. No, it's going to be this way because I say so. And relax in the stillness that the prior client was talking about of having that foundation of knowing who you are and being calm and still, and like you have the best fucking tag team partner on your side. God is on your side, right? Handling it. The Father will handle it. Decide, allow it to be. Don't worry about the how. That's monkey mind thinking. Don't worry about the how. That's not up to you. Allow it. Go about your day, revise everything that the second it pops in, you're like no, it's actually this way. And just drop it. Revise on the spot. And I'm telling you, once you get used to that, it's like the world becomes video game-esque. And don't expect it to happen in like one day or within hours, because it can. The more in the knowing you are, it can. But don't sit there and give up. Oh, I went a whole day revising and nothing happened. It doesn't work that way. You're aware it doesn't happen. So therefore you get more of nothing's happening. Nothing's working because you get what you are aware of. Alrighty. All right, now we'll go into email. Here we go. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Hello, I reached out to you back in August about manifesting money. Today I've got awesome success story to share, but it's actually about my health since that became my priority. For years I struggled with really painful periods. They'd knock me out for a whole day, and I always had to rely on painkillers. But when I watched your video in August, it hit me. I could take control of my life. I made up my mind to get rid of this pain once and for all. I started using affirmations like I'm in perfect health and my periods are comfortable and easy. I kept at it. And my next period came around. I was blown away. I barely felt a thing and didn't need any meds at all. It's been 3 months now. I'm completely pain free. After dealing with this for years, I'm still in disbelief. Eric, I can't thank you enough for showing me that I have the power to shape my life. Now that I've tackled this, I'm setting my sights on that money. I'm definitely keeping you posted on the next big win. You got it. Health, pain. Persist at it. She was persisting through it, persisted in the awareness of knowing, being aware of the unseen to make it seen. Whether it's progression, she just went straight to the end. For health reasons, you progress. Every day I'm getting healthier and healthier, better and better in every way. Or just say I'm completely perfect, kind of like what she did. All right. Here's another. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm the 19-year-old who did coaching with you not too long ago. I'm traveling at the moment, but wanted to take time out to write an email. I hope it's not too long. But I'm going to share this. I think this is a good one. Ever since I got off the coaching call with you 2 weeks ago, I'm living magic every day. I'm blessed. So this is a whole life thing now, too, guys. Again, this isn't about one specific thing, and then you just go about your day thinking nonsense again and letting your mind drift and then catching yourself going back to the same old thought patterns and experiencing more nonsense. No, this is a lifestyle. This is the rest of your life. So once you understand how to be the center of your reality, because you are the center of reality, then your life becomes easy. Everything's at your will because you decide everything. You're the center of it. You are everything. You're always being listened to. You're always being proven to. People can only think what you think they're going to think. So you make that foundation of self. Boom. All right. I flew to Japan the day after. On that flight, I was practicing observing and awareness. I didn't realize how many hours passed and I just felt so free. I could laugh at my thoughts. I could change them. The voice and emotions felt so small in comparison to my I am. I woke up to my I am. You telling me that the real world was inside got so real that the validation I was seeking from people suddenly turned into love. I already had their love and genuine praise. So what was I looking for? Boom. What the fuck was she looking for? What are you guys looking for? You're not going to find it out there. I stopped looking. She did the opposite of Orpheus. I stopped looking and I felt so much love for everything around me. I'm allowing myself to get used to the feeling. There came a point where recently I've started waking up and I've been able to observe or remember my dreams. They've all been my manifestations. You know what my favorite part is? You telling me who told you whenever I'd make a claim. Anyways, a few days ago I was observing my thoughts, but even the intrusive thoughts seemed so silent. Something about a 3P, third party, everyone loves third parties, softly came up so easily and I said, who told you that's a 3P? Even though there was a photo on her Instagram. Anyways, I realized how much of a story I'd make about my SP that was so unnecessary. Just a few days of fully living in the end as if we'd never broken up. And it had been 2 years of a successful relationship. He finally reached out. Keep in mind, I used to be reaching out in between. I only just realized how normal it is. I didn't even get happy when he did. I was like, what the fuck? I've already had it. So why am I happy that he's texting? You see the familiar pattern here to the other success story. When SPs reached out, it's like normal. It's like they expected it because they're in their true nature. You give it to yourself. That's how you stop wanting and needing and putting desire repellent spray all over you, right? See how this all comes together? All right. The craziest bit is we were chatting and I have that girl on my socials. He goes, who told you she was my girlfriend? I was being a bit extreme in my head, but I'd say things like, please, he worships me. He'd gag at that sight at another girl. See how she's changing the meaning of things? And it turns out he found her really annoying and she wouldn't stop trying to hit on him, but all of his friends had told her that he's only for me and that he's only ever been in love with me. It feels really normal. I wouldn't even say I'm excited or happy. I'm just like, oh, so that's how I've been using my mind wrong. LOL. It's panned out over other areas of my life too, because the foundation. A girl once asked me, she was like, oh, you should have a birthday party, but you're only close with like 2 people. I remember it being triggering because it was like, what the fuck? She's right. But that's so me. Anyways, fast forward, I'm here sitting overseas planning my 20th with 30 girlfriends. I know quality over quantity, but as a child, I've always dreamt of having huge social circles for my 20s, and here I am. With my acting, I'm best friends with a director. I would ideally go next October to audition because I still want to be a bit more of a team, but my dad speaks of me as an actress as if I'm already one, and he's ready to finance my career, which is so exciting because he's strict about it before. I'm literally starting law because he pushed academia. Even with law, I got high distinctions. I studied the night before and also got my grades up on this trip. I'm still in shock that I passed. High distinctions are hilarious. Before my travels, I performed for a national award-winning Nobel Prize level dancer, and she was admiring my performance. Everything is just beautiful and feels so normal. I feel like the beacon of love and gratitude. I love your affirmations. I'm all there is, etc. And I also love being so crazy about everything, revising on the spot and being delusional. Here's the thing, guys. Why? How come it's only delusion when it's in our favor, but when we sit there, like and daydream and think against ourselves and assume the worst. It's not delusion, it's acceptance. Makes no sense, right? Got to flip that around. I'm in a country where I'm not the beauty type, but every morning I'm screaming, every man falls in love with me. Sometimes it's a bit extreme, but I have every man on the street watching. It's quite fun. Let's see. I think this is it here. I tell myself more real than the outside world, and I can only ever experience my consciousness. I have so much gratitude for you and all of your videos. You are perfection. You are love. Okay. Yep, guys. Here's just a few more here. Little short ones. I like the little short ones. Hello, Eric, my man. My side hustle is taking off since our call. I am successful. I am fucking amazing. I am the best. Been to a basketball game this Wednesday, and the most beautiful bartender girl in the whole stadium was giving me eyes. All unfolding perfectly. P.S. Money amount in the screenshot, 2.7K. My man sends me a screenshot of his little portfolio, whoosh, skyrocketing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. It's all coming from foundation. It's all coming from foundation. Probably just two more, guys. I don't want to bore you with success. All right. I now have fully conceptualized everyone as you pushed out. People have already been treating me like royalty. When I walk down the street, there isn't a single person, man or woman, that doesn't completely stop when what they're doing to stare at me. At work, my coworkers go out of their way to help me do any tasks, and even want to take load off of me. I remember speaking to this girl, and she was just, I think stress at work was a big thing, and look how quickly it just shifted. This is like, I think, a day or two after. As for in romantic relationships, after just one day, I have seen evidence of guys coming in, telling me something about me, just melts them, etc. Even to old talking stages who I didn't really care about at all, but communication kind of dwindled, reached back out saying sorry for unintentionally ghosting and that they want to see me as soon as possible. The ghosting thing, remember, was a big thing. And then an email, he actually reached out last night, which was 2 days. SP reaches out after. Yeah, guys. I have a ton, but I feel like this might be going on for too long. Wanted to reach out. Thank you for what you do. I've been studying both myself and the law for about a year. Finally got it. I used to struggle with scarcity. When I was a kid, my family went from being multimillionaires to being on food stamps. So I've had perpetual anxiety of loss. This pattern repeated itself up until earlier this year. Once I realized I could speak upon how I wanted things to go, I wound up practically homeless, though, in September. I found you amongst all other shit YouTube coaches, and everything changed for me. The next best, get it in 2 minutes, bro. I signed a lease with blind faith, great video, that it would work out for me. After encountering my old shit and constantly claiming that I always have more than enough, my favorite. Despite feeling stressed several days in a row about the commitment and money BS, I persisted like a motherfucker through it. I am happy to say that today I was randomly gifted $950 from someone that watched a live stream of mine. Have received all the necessary items for my apartment for free from the production studio I was recording at a prop room with anything I could want at full disposal. Someone offered to pay my rent in full this month and also received another job today. And it doesn't stop. I'm still getting other things popping up like election outreach for $200 or old job listings messaging me back after hearing nothing for weeks. All because I've always have more than enough and the world takes care of my needs now. It's so simple, but hard to see when you've never experienced it. I even had someone tell me I was God's favorite verbatim. And now each day is going to continue to get better. And fucks I've taken my creativity and goals to the next level. I'm so ready. Thank you. Thank you again. Amazing. 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 All right. I think I might end that there. Oh, wait a minute. Brother, when I tell you I've slayed so many dragons this past week, and the amount of reflections I've had in the opposite sex is fucking amazing. I've never experienced anything like this. I'm usually one that has been ignored since high school, and the shifts have literally been insane. Bro, I love you. I owe you a whiskey. All right. You know what? I think there's might be one more. from. I do have a lot in the text membership side, but they're mostly audio messages. I felt a little inspiration to share my success stories. This will be my last one, guys, and then I'll give it my little 2 cents after. A little background story. Divorced, an ex-husband is back home for a few months while he establishes his new life again. My daughter is also back home as she relocated back to California. This was all things that she was consciously manifesting. In the meantime, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 9 months now, which was also an SP that she had brought back in with flawless execution from when we first started. And all of my manifesting dreams have been coming true. As one might imagine, it's a little awkward trying to figure out to have my own space and my own home without displacing or upsetting anyone. So she's trying to have for a while, she's been trying to have the acceptance of her new SP along with her business partner, which is an ex-husband, and her daughter. So she's always been trying to find ways to keep them apart, but with hopes of getting them together because, I don't know, a little bit of hostile situation. This weekend, I panicked and tried reaching out to you, which I remember, and I didn't. I missed her. After a few hours of no response, I knew exactly what I had to do, which is the best news is when someone tells me they know exactly what to do because they've taken everything in and they figured it out. I calmly sat with myself and thought about how I wanted the outcome of the weekend to be. Long story short, I manifested everything I'd been dreaming of. Without going into a lot of details, I wanted to share that last night we all sat down for dinner together. It was absolutely beautiful and there was no friction or awkwardness. It has always been my intention for everyone to get along as a family, and well, it finally happened. Thank you again for your inspiration and coaching. Yes. Remember, guys, everyone can only think what you think. So she stopped the panicking and she just relaxed, went into her end, saw the end, expected it to be, and allowed the Father to do his job. All right, there's more. I'm going to get those audio clips. But the common theme with all of this, guys, is, and I even mentioned a little bit what I said in the members section yesterday about the collective. When I bring scripture into things, when I talk about building your like it says in scripture, building your foundation on rock and not sand so you can withstand the gates of hell, which means you can withstand what you see on the outside of you. The foundation is everything. I hate when I fucking hear people say, you don't need a self-concept to bring something in and bring an SP in. Yeah, you don't need it. Okay, well, cool. You can sit there and robotically affirm like a psychopath in the fucking corner, 70,000 repetitions. But I'm fucking telling you right now, if you don't have a strong foundation, that thing will come in and like in the beginning, hot and cold behavior. You'll get hot and cold. It'll come in and it'll go again because you still think the same way. It's not about getting things outside of you because they're already within you. You already are everything. You're all that is. So when you identify as the ultimate identity, I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. I don't tell people to do things I don't do. I still repeat. That's the only thing I loop in my mind as a reminder when I wake up, because that is the source identity. That's the identity that allows you to have, be, and do anything you want in this reality, because you are reality. That keeps you from putting other desires above you, putting it on a pedestal, thus becoming your God, right? And when you worship false God, you fucking suffer because you need it. You need it to be fulfilled when you are fulfillment. So no, you do need the foundation, because it's not about getting things. It's about your whole life. It's a whole lifestyle, right? Just like collectives. Like when you understand how to literally consciously create your life, it's a day-to-day practice. It's revising on the spot. It's video game-esque, right? We live in a world where there's a lot of collective beliefs as well. Someone on the fucking TV can implement an idea in your mind, and you have the ability to decide if that's true for you. Right? Because if you do, then you will experience what they tell you on the TV, because we all have our own experience. So we can decide, is that true about me? Then I'm going to experience it, right? Like, I don't know, we're going to suffer financially. And then someone's like, oh no, I'm going to suffer financially. I'm going to suffer financially. And then they're sitting there trying to manifest money while they're sitting there agreeing and identifying with the collective belief of recession and all this fucking nonsense, right? And that's why I said, like, if all these collective beliefs you believe without even thinking, anything you know to be true of your life is true in your life, right? You'll experience it. So like as I said, if anyone who believes everything they see on TV is the truth, like the news. So the news said that, that must be true. One person watches one channel, one person watches the other, and they're on two different planets, right? So it's true. So if it's that easy, then put your SP, have someone on the news tell your SP fucking loves you. Then you'll believe it right away and they'll come flying in if that's the case, right? That's how it is. Whatever you know to be true about yourself, you'll experience it. So manifestation, me using scripture. The scripture is not for SP. The scripture is not for just getting money. The scripture is for your entire experience and how to consciously create it, how to do it for others, how to help others. Seeing someone in pain, you can see them whole, right? As you go about your life, you witnessing an evil, you can decide that everything is absolutely perfect in your reality, and you don't have to witness these evils. You don't have to. You can be safe and protected from them, from any collective that's out there, from any type of control they can put in your mind and literally control you from far away. Because they said this is who you are, then you automatically identify it. So when you can consciously create and manifest like these people have done here, not just for specific things, but they all said the same thing. It's like my entire life is changing. And I can see it. How I was thinking was dictating everything I'm experiencing. Then yes, it is about the self, the foundation, your core. You don't build your house on fucking sand by doing one technique and getting a fucking text message 2 minutes fucking later like it's, oh, I got a text. No, you build the foundation and then you get to have, be, and do anything you want in life, and it'll be a consistent, steady flow. A consistent flow. You get to choose. This is what I want. I know who I am. I get to experience it. I allow it to unfold to me, right? I'm the center of it. Something outside of me isn't. So when someone says self-concept doesn't matter, well, have fun sitting there looking for the next best fucking technique every time something pops up in your life, or running to a YouTube coach, or running to a fucking Reddit forum, or wondering if you're doing it right. When in reality, look how you're doing the negative things. You're doing that right because you're dwelling in here expecting the worst of things. That's why I try to teach you guys to expect the best of everything, because then you receive the best of everything. And you have the foundation that can withstand the gates of hell, which is anything against you. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? All right, guys, this was a long one today. I hope you guys didn't fall asleep through it. Actually, in fact, I know you didn't, because everything we do here is fucking awesome. And it's for all of you guys to see the simplicity of this, where it's just a shift of awareness. Be aware of the unseen. It's in your favor. Always be aware of things in your favor, guys. All right? Hope you guys have a great day. Not, I'll just assume it to be great anyway. Almost forgot. Anyone wants to work with me, check the link in the description. Anyone hasn't joined the membership channel yet, check the link in the description. I appreciate you all. See you soon.